Yes, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, Carlton.
Good afternoon, Edna.
My name is EDNER ARTAUD. I'm the General Agent for Sunshine Insurance and Financial Services. We are located at 3572 Lantana Road, and we've been doing insurance for a long time, since 2007, and we've been helping the community with all type of insurance. So, good afternoon, Carlton. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, what you're doing at Sunshine Insurance?
Good afternoon, everyone. Edna, thank you for having me on the show also. Edna basically recruited me in 2018, so that's how long that I have been with Sunshine Insurance and Financial Services.
Yes, we are a lot of agents at Sunshine Insurance. If we combine all of our experiences, how many years we can put together as a insurance agent?
Based on talking with the agents, it looks like it's over 130 years worth of experience in different types of insurances that our agency has.
What type of insurance do we do? Do we do just one type, or we do it all? What can you say about that?
Let me start with some of the agents and their experience. All of them are licensed to sell life insurance and health insurance. Some specialize in auto insurance, homeowners insurance, and liability insurance. Also included in our agent pool, we have some that are knowledgeable or skilled in Medicare, also accounting, finance, and law.
That's great. It's a great agency to take business. Talking about the health insurance, we do private insurance for people who are very wealthy and then who cannot get insurance through Obamacare. We do Obamacare. We have plenty agent. All of us, we do Obamacare, and we have about 3 or 4 agents that specialize in Medicare. Let's go with health insurance. Everybody needs health insurance, Carlton. What do you think everybody needs? Everybody needs health insurance.
Everyone needs health insurance simply because no one can predict when or how they are going to get sick. And as all of us know, health insurance, just paying for it out of your pocket, is expensive.
Yes, if someone gets sick and they don't have any health insurance, that can cost them a fortune. Some of them won't be able to purchase one house because of health insurance they don't have. Some of them cannot even buy anything at all. We talk about the obtaining a mortgage, but some cannot get the simplest things because the debt, a health problem can cause them. Let's say if someone goes to emergency room, okay, without any health insurance, and then that person has to go through certain procedure, it can cost them $1 million. It can cost them $600,000-700,000. It can cost them 100. It depends on what type of problem. But we at Sunshine Insurance, we provide for that, and anyone can have at least a Obamacare. Let's say someone who doesn't have any good job, he can come and we can work out something based on the money he's making, so we can give that person health insurance so he can take care of himself in case of anything.
Let me also add this about health insurance. Yes, the paying for it is expensive, but sometimes a person cannot get, if they don't have health insurance, they cannot get the treatment they need to protect one of the most important assets they have, namely their health. With health, you can accomplish things, but if you're sick and you cannot afford to pay for the treatment, at times you will be turned away or given limited health insurance, health treatment. That's what I'm limited health treatment.
And sometimes when you don't have health insurance and you go to emergency, they give you a painkiller. So they take the pain out of you without treating the cause. They just give you a painkiller, and like that you can go home and return back again to the emergency. But if you have health insurance, you know what happens. Sometimes you have to say, oh, too much. They try to keep you, to hold you to the hospital a little bit longer than time you're supposed to. As example, I got someone we used to work together at the same company. Like that person was visiting someone at hospital, and because that person has a problem with hospital, he got a type of scared, a type of phobia for hospital. Guess what? He passed out. When he passed out, he got his insurance card in his pocket, but because he couldn't get it out to give it to them at the hospital, they just give him a little treatment quick and make him turn back to life. When I say turn back to life, I mean they give him a little medication, and then he return back. He can speak. He can have his conscience. What happened when he say, "Oh, where I am?" They say, "You were at the hospital. Here's what happened to you. You pass out." And remember, they let him go. When he said, "Okay, I got my insurance card with me," guess what? They say, "Oh no, we should not let you go. You should stay a little bit longer. You should stay a little bit longer." He said, "No, but I was with you. If you want to help me, or you want to help my insurance? You interested in my well-being or my health insurance?" And like that to make this history short. The insurance, especially the health insurance, is very, very, very important. Everybody needs to have it. If you have a job, you can get health insurance through your job. Okay? If you have a job and then you have a family with you, each member you add in your health insurance, that will cost you a little bit more. However, with Obamacare, more people you add, okay, at your health insurance, less money you're going to pay. That's very, very important to remember. That's very important, Carlton. Not only when we talk about health insurance, we talk about Obamacare, we talk about the insurance in the private, but there's another health insurance, but for people with 65 and more, or people with certain disability. We talk about Medicare. Medicare is a type of health insurance, but specialized for people who are aged, for people who are 65 and older, or for people who are dealing with disease, very, very bad disease, people who are involved in accident, people who got a disability. After 2 years being disabled, if you work like certain years in the country, like in general, if you work more than 10 years in the country and you legal in the country, like you have a green card, they give people with TPS green card or US citizen, you qualify for that, for Medicare. But the Medicare has different parts. You have Medicare Part A, it's what they cover for you, and you have Medicare Part B, they don't cover that for you. They pay Medicare Part A for you. We have 5 agents, four or five agents that's specialized in that part at Sunshine Insurance and Financial Services. We're here to help us with the all type of insurance you think about, and we take care of that. Okay. Now, when you have Medicare Part A, or Part A, I mean, when you have Medicare Part A, everybody knows you have it, right? And when you about to turn 65, you start receiving a letter, phone call, different places, because you are a target. But I can tell you, Medicare is so difficult. They should give that to someone who are younger than 65, someone they cannot messed up with, someone they cannot take as a target. But more aging you are, more people try to get advantage of you. For that reason, it is very important for someone, before you turn your 65, you need to sit with someone at Sunshine Insurance. We can take at least 2 hours with you to educate you regarding what you're going to do. We're going to educate you regarding what type of insurance you need to have. Not only having Medicare from the government, which is Part A and Part B, okay, but you need drug coverage, you need the doctor coverage, not only hospital coverage. Okay, so not only we do health insurance, we do auto insurance too. Why do people need auto insurance in Florida, Carlton? What do you think?
Well, why do they need auto insurance in Florida? Well, the short answer is the state requires it. And because it is mandatory, you have to have your driver's license. If you have a car, the state requires that you have auto insurance.
If you don't have auto insurance, what might happen to your driver's license?
Well, your driver's license could be suspended.
Yeah, someone think the driver license is right. However, in the state of Florida, the driver license is a privilege. It's not a right. So if you comply with the law, what the government asks you for, in that case, you can have your driver license. Think about that. If you have a job and then to moving from one place to one place, you can put 10 minutes to go take your car, and 5-10 miles, you make it in 5-10 minutes. However, if you lose that privilege, see yourself who used to take your key and to move very fast. Now you're going to deal with either Uber, either you depend on ride, or you take bus. Uber might be good for you, but it depends on where you go. You can spend $40-50 to go to that place. With your car, you can use just 1 gallon of gas, $3-4, and then you make it on time. If you have to take bus to go to your place, Carlton, I know you don't do too much experience with that riding the bus.
I have taken the bus before.
Okay.
Not too long after I moved to Florida, and my car had problems. I had to get to work.
Yeah.
So I had to use the bus. For a short, by car, it's only 15 minutes, but you have to learn the bus schedule, and you got to be on time at the bus stop when the bus gets there.
Yeah, when you say the bus schedule, so if you miss by 1 minute,
Yeah.
how long that might take in some places?
Depending on the day or time, it could be a half an hour wait up to an hour wait for the next bus to come by.
Think about that. You have to go to work at 8. You should be at the bus station at 7, and you make it at 7:01, and the bus already left the station. What do you think that might happen to
That's
you?
going to be a very difficult day.
So let's say you can lose at least 1 hour to make it to your destination, and then some places they penalize you. They can even fire you for no call, no show. You don't make it on time. You cannot call them to say, oh, I missed the bus. Can you say that 1 time, 2 times, and then next time you're going to get fired? So it's very important to have at least what the state of Florida required, which is the PIP PD for the auto insurance. Yes, you were going to say
I'm going
something?
to ask, just for myself and our viewing audience, what is PIP and what is PD?
Yes, PIP is personal injury protection, okay, and PD is property damage. The state of Florida required that everybody who's driving has personal injury protection, because you never know what might happen. You never know when you're going to involve in an accident. You need to have enough money to cover at least the first 15 minutes of the hospital. When I see the first 15 minutes, I can recall my brother was involved in an accident. It takes him about 15 minutes for his insurance to finish. The first $10,000 he cut in his personal injury protection to vanish right away, because his case was so complicated. He lost one leg right away, and they have to have the personal medical waiting for him. You have doctors, nurses, surgeons, everybody was waiting for him to arrive. Okay, that means if you have to stop all those people, as soon as he make it through, they put his name on the computer. The $10,000, at least the minimum, finish. And I was also involved in an accident very close to my office, which is on Lantana Road. It is less than half a mile to JFK Hospital. In less than 10 minutes, we make it to JFK. In less than 15 minutes, the first $10,000 passed, because I didn't have any pain for myself, but my daughter, she was crying. You know, when you have your child crying, you need to make sure everything is fine. What they did for her, just 2 little x-ray, and they said everything was fine. For the hospital, the JFK, they charged us the full $10,000 for her. And that was the first thing. Now, it's what the PIP cover. If you don't have PIP, as we said, we could lose our license, and also we could not get the treatment what we needed when we involved in any problem. Okay, and when we talk about PIP, which is personal injury protection in the state of Florida, that covers 10. The first 10 is for yourself. 20 if you have more than one person in the car with you.
Okay.
Let's say if you have 10, 20, 10. That means the first 10 is for one person treatment. 20 for 20,000 for 2 or more people, and the other 10 is for person. It's not. It's for the other person. You might damage their property. Let's say I drive, and then for any reason I damage your property. We are friends. You are my insurance agent, but if I don't have money to fix your car, we have to have someone else to help out. It's not because we are friends. If I cause damage in your car, I don't have to fix it. I have to, because you need the car to move around, to go take how do we call that, appointment,
my life.
Exactly, you got the right word, to take care of your life, your family, everything like that. That's very, very, very important, Carlton. Everybody has to have that. Let me make that clear for our audience. Let's say we're driving in the state of Florida as a family member. The PIP is the backpack. We carry that out we carry that out with us, and for ourselves and our family, wherever we are in the state of Florida, passing the state of Florida. And also, let's say if the limit in the state of Florida is 10,000 and we go to Georgia, as soon as we go to Georgia, our PIP jump to the standard that is required for the state of Georgia. Let's say Georgia, the PIP, the limit is 25,000. Our 10,000 goes up right away to 25,000 when we are in the state of Georgia. Okay. Other things you need to remember also. Let's say we go to Georgia. You go with me. I cover you for the state of Florida. But as soon as we left Florida, we go to Georgia, I don't cover you anymore. My insurance doesn't give you protection. My car insurance doesn't give you protection. Your insurance, it take over. Okay? And for another show, we will take more time to explain that. Because today, we need to take a little more time to explain to people why they need to have homeowner insurance. What do you think, Carlton, someone who has a mortgage, why that person needs homeowner insurance? And what about the one without mortgage?
Well, I can talk about the one with a mortgage.
Yes, okay.
The bank requires that you have homeowners insurance. They're not so much protecting your interest, they're protecting their interests. All right, because they're the ones that basically lent you the money to purchase, to buy the house with payments over time. And that's really what a mortgage is. You're paying for most people, one of the largest investments they have, but you pay for it 15 years, 20 years, or 30 years, depending on the terms of your mortgage repayment.
Yes, that's great. Very smart answer. Let me tell you, I used to have a license as a mortgage broker. That's why I let that license go. I keep the insurance licenses because I got all insurance licenses, and also I got the license as a real estate agent. As someone who has knowledge in mortgage, when you are taking a note, what I call note, when you're signing a paper with the mortgage, with a lender to have a mortgage, they require that you sign a paper that said you have to have insurance. And they said, if you don't have insurance, I will purchase one for you.
That's so nice of them.
Oh no, you think it's nice? It's nice to protect their money. Okay, what happened? They said, if anything happened to you, if anything happened to the house, let's say a fire destroyed the property, if an hurricane in the state of Florida destroy the the home, they have to have their money. Okay, like I says, they force you to have something like that. Okay, they force you to have something like that, to have a mortgage to protect that. Now, we have to go quick because we have all the licenses, we have all the knowledge regarding the insurance. Let me tell you, Carlton, there's another insurance very important we don't have to minimize. We have to let our audience know about, which is life insurance. Why you think it is important for us to have life insurance, and when?
Why? Well, it's based on a simple premise. Most of us are going to leave here. Therefore, when we pass away, that means either our final expenses are going to have to be paid by someone else, or if we have people that are dependent on our income will be lost. Therefore, life insurance can replace the income. Life insurance cannot replace the person, but just a piece of what they have done with the income over time.
Yes, but when do we need to have the life insurance? What happens if we delay getting the life insurance? What might happen?
Well, let me give you some of the just some of the sad stories I've accumulated over the years. Sometimes we forget that babies pass away, some within the first year of their life, and the parents still have to find the money whether they decide to cremate or to bury. The money is still needed to take care of a baby in a very difficult situation. So that's perhaps the earliest. In some companies, they say if the baby is 15 days old or 30 days old, we can provide some kind of life insurance. Of course, the other spectrum is some of us make it to 70 or 80 or 90 years of age. But it's at that time, it's as our mortality comes closer to view, that sometimes when people realize they need life insurance for the first thing, taking care of final expenses, but also they understand now that life insurance can replace their income. However, because they have waited, for whatever reason, later in life, we do not know whether they will be accepted for a life insurance policy simply because of the age, and most companies have an age limit. They will not insure someone over a specific age. Some companies have health requirements that if you have a certain health condition, again, we will not give you a life insurance policy. So the earlier that we can address purchasing life insurance, the better.
Yes, thank you for the answer. And what about someone who take the life insurance so late? Let's say, what do the insurance company do to protect themselves, like in case the person pass before a certain time? Like, you remember what the insurance does to protect themselves?
Okay. When it comes to life insurance, the most important years for an insurance policy that a company is going to back are the first 2 years. And it's often been referred to in most insurance policies as the contestable period, which simply means if a person dies within the first 2 years of owning a life insurance policy, the insurance company has the right to investigate the cause of death.
Let's say if they investigate and they see a certain problem happen before the customer has the policy. Let's say the person has a cancer the person has an heart attack before 2 years, and the person had some health history before 2 years, what can happen? Can they decide not to pay for the claim, or do they have to pay for the claim? Because you know why I asked you that question? You have so many years of experience. You got licensed since 1998, something like that. During your time doing life insurance, do you deal with those type of case where they said, okay, because the person had prior problem, they are not going to pay the claim?
Let's deal with what happens when a person dies before the 2 years are up because of a result of the health problems that they have. If they die within the first 2 years and it becomes evident that they had this disease before before they started the policy, the first thing the company will do is that they're going to do their investigation, but most companies will limit their payment to the amount of premium that was paid during the first 2 years. That's one. The other side that I have dealt with is I had a lady years ago. She took out the policy, and within 18 months she had passed away. Now, the company did their investigation, but in their investigation they found that she had no health condition that prevented her from getting the insurance policy. So they completed their investigation. Her daughter was the sole beneficiary, so they paid the full death benefit to the daughter, but also because their investigation took about 3 months to complete, they paid her interest on the death benefit. And that was my first experience of dealing with, I'm going to call it the positive side, of a person being honest about their health condition, even though they were unaware of it.
Okay, good. We want to thank everybody for watching the show, and we just start. It is a pleasure for us to be part of this big family, and we are happy you were taking time to listen to us, to learn some very important things with us regarding insurance in general. And in the future we will have time to spend more time in one topic of the insurance. If you have any question to address, please feel free to reach us at 561-667-8379 for Sunshine Insurance. We got many numbers. You have Carlton's, you can call him directly on his cell phone. Carlton.
And my number is 561-908-4408. And
you can call also at 561-305-8737. It was very nice speaking with you. For any type of problem you might have regarding insurance, feel free to contact us. If we cannot give it to you directly, we will get someone to give you exactly what you need. Again, thank you very, very much for your time. Stay blessed, and we see you. We'll be in touch with you another time. Thank you very, very much. Bye bye,
everybody.
Thank you very much.